Hi, let's make a vegan Christmas tree.
We start by preheating the oven at 180 degrees Celsius or 350 Fahrenheit with heat up and down. Here you can see the vegan puff pastry that I use. Honestly, I don't have any preferences, so choose whichever you want. This one was a little bit flat. Unfold the puff pastry and start cutting the star shapes. As you can see, I made mine out of paper. They are 6 stars in total, one of 12 centimeters, and then they decreased 2 centimeters until reaching 2. Honestly, making them was pretty easy, but tell me if you want a tutorial and I will upload it anytime. It goes without saying, but if you have a cookie cutter with a star shape, you will save so much time. Anyways, here just move around the shape of the star with the knife, cutting through the lines until I get the whole star. It's much more difficult to cut the small ones because you have to make sure that they don't move than the bigger ones. So just be careful, take your time, be patient, and everything will go well. Here I took the 2 centimeter stars. You will see why later to cut 2, and then 2 of the 4 centimeter stars because I wanted to put one more. I seem a little bit flat otherwise. We are gonna put them in the baking tray with a little bit of baking paper so they don't stick to it. And you can do as you can see here in the video in order to get a flat surface. You can also use a little bit of water, whichever you prefer. Moving them to the baking tray was a little bit, how would you say, difficult or challenging because they wouldn't really cut through, so I had to recut through every corner and they weren't looking their best at the beginning. I don't know if it can be seen in the video, but it doesn't really matter if they have a little bit of an even surface because that will be fixed in the oven afterwards, so don't really worry about it. The rest of the puff pastry can be kept and used in another recipe, or you can double the quantities. Here I'm just putting a little bit of oat milk, and then with a fork I just go above them so they don't inflate too much in the oven, but it's just up to you. Oh, and here we have the hazelnuts. We will bake both the baked pastry and the hazelnuts together in the oven at 180 degrees Celsius as we preheat the oven before, just to save some energy and because toasted hazelnuts are just amazing. I don't know about you, but I love watching things when they are in the oven. It looks so amazing. And it's true that this is a little bit inconvenient because the sizes of the puff pastry are not equal, so they will bake unequally. So just keep an eye on them. The hazelnuts, I take them out of the oven at around 30 minutes, but it depends on how strong your oven is. And just as I said before, baking them is a little bit inconvenient because you have to keep an eye in them all the time to see which ones are done, which ones are not, and remove the ones that are done and everything. But you'll see, they are done when they are golden brown. Hi! Once everything is cooled down, we are going to start with the hazelnut paste because the end goal is going to be like kind of a Nutella, like a homemade Nutella. And in order to get that, we had to do hazelnut paste, and as you can see, we use blender. It's a little bit annoying because it takes some time. You have to just use the spatula when they get stuck in the corners and move them in the middle and everything. And I realized I was getting nowhere, so I just decided to move them to another blender. I guess I will have achieved the hazelnut paste at some point, but I couldn't see it. And here it's a little bit smaller, it's quite nice, and you will see how it comes together really fast in comparison. All this process smells amazing, so just be prepared for it because I was having such a hard time not eating hazelnuts just with a spoonful. Oh, and here we have it. This is more or less the consistency we are looking for. Here you can see also a close-up. It's so amazing. It's just like the kind of things you buy in the shop. So I just moved them again to the bigger one because I'm gonna add the other ingredients, which are easy. It's just a little bit of cacao powder. This video is not sponsored, by the way. I would love to, Valor, if you want to, because I'm just in love with them. Their chocolate and their cacao powder. Then just add the maple syrup up to your liking. I like 1 spoon, that's enough for me. And finally, I do oat milk. I started using 2 spoons and I ended up using 5 too for the desired consistency. And as you can see, I don't know why I try to use the big blender again because it comes together easily with the spatula. And it is not necessary at all. Here you can see how amazing it looks. Just a little bit too thick. Here we have our amazing stars, just ready to start assembling. And I'm here just adding more milk to get a more runny consistency to be easier to assemble. And just for you to know, if some of the stars get broken, don't do worry because they can be reassembled and fixed with a little bit of our Nutella or cream. Yes, chocolate cream. It can be a little bit messy. And it's a great idea to do it for Christmas because all the family can be involved in different missions or different tasks. For the assembling part, just spread a thick layer, well, up to your liking, but a thick layer of the chocolate paste on top of the start and put the other one on top, just looking backwards. So you can create the illusion of 3 branches, which looks pretty nice. Of course, we start with the bigger one in the bottom and we go up, lowering the size of its start. And then I realized that for the smaller ones, it's bigger to just take them and dip them directly into chocolate instead of putting it the other way around, because since they are smaller, it's a little bit more complicated. Here we have the 4 centimeter star and the last one, of course, and then with the 2 centimeter stars, we take them, we put a little bit of chocolate on top, and then we put them together so they can create like the start of the Christmas tree. Here you have it. Ta-da! And it looks so good. But it's Christmas, so we can go a little bit over the top. You can spread a little bit of powdered sugar, or in my case, I didn't have any powdered sugar or white sugar, so I just spread a little bit of blended walnuts, and it creates the illusion of the snow pretty nice. Also, it's a little bit dirtier, so it looks like snow from 2 days ago. And all is ready for the best part, eating. Thank you, bye!